PMPC. Do you all know what PMPC now? By now? Yes, by now?
If you don't know, talk to me.
Okay, okay. It's some public something, public something. Okay. And then we have, why is it 0? Someone changed it to 0. Who's talking about social? You are. Okay, so Peter, do you want to be 0 or do you want to be Peter? Okay, okay, maybe someone else changed.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to talk about what we are doing in V-Taiwan community. And basically what we are doing is that since we, in the morning, we say that we are a community project working on using digital tools for public discussions. And so we need to have events to test and to understand how digital tools can be used in these kind of public discussions. So that is why we have the issue meetup. So the issue meetup is just like this. So basically, it actually is a facilitation process incorporating with before the event, we will have opinion gathering, and during the event, we will briefing the issue that we are going to talk about and discuss on, and then we are going to do the discussions, and finally, we are going to conclude the issue meetup, and trying to visualize to see how people think about, how people express about the issue. So this is, and finally we'll visualize the discussions and make it into the report. So basically, right now we already have 4 different issues. The first one is held in last year. It was called Can Online Public Deliberation Work? So we are talking about whether we can use the deliberation to the governance policy and how we can leverage our influence on the governance policy. And second one is talking about the AI regulations taken into the consideration, which means that we want to know more about what people think about Taiwan's AI policy, because currently in Taiwan we are having the AI Basic Act, and the people are having different views about the AI Basic Act. The engineers are thinking that the AI Basic Act didn't dealing with the main issues that block or challenge the development of the AI. But some lawyers and the human rights groups people are thinking that the AI Basic Act is not like European Union's AI Basic Act. It cannot curb some abuse or misuse of the AI. So people have different expectations. That is why we need to have a whole horde. We need to have discussions to make people have discussions on the issue. And third one is focusing on the recent and the very hot topics in recent years is about online scams. So how should we respond to the online scam? This is also a very good problem, because currently in Taiwan, the government is proposing different strategies to dealing with the online scams. But however, these kind of strategies and policies is not being fully discussed about. So we want to use the participatory approach to think about what is the different angles, like human rights protections or potential side effect of these kind of policies can affect people's life. And finally, we are talking about, this is also an extensive topic about the online scams, is that how we can draw a line between the appropriate AI counter moderation, because in Taiwan, the social media is forced to remove the content from the Facebook or these kind of social media, and they are using AI for that. But however, since the AI usually have the mistakes, so that people are being mistakenly take down, their content are being mistakenly take down, or their account being mistakenly deleted from the social media. And right now, we are also trying to use different digital tools for the social issue meetup. So this is our process. So first of all, we have the community discussions to generate the seed opinions. And then we use the seed opinions to collect people's opinions, gathering public opinions. And finally, we have the in-depth discussions using digital tools so that the discussions can only happen online and offline, but they can cooperate together. So how can we cooperate together? We can show you in the next slide. And also, we are doing a new attempt is that we are using the consensus building with the AI participation. So we know that AI needs the data. So that how we can get the data? We can get the data from the original opinion we have from the opinion gathering, and then we also can have the data from the uploaded opinion from the Mentimeter, which is an interactive slide sharing apps that we are using. And finally, we can also have the data from the transcript in-person discussions. So we put all these kind of three things into the AI model, and then we can generate the discussions. So this is the slides that we are using when we are doing the social issue meetup. It was called Mentimeter. Basically, it is like a slide, interactive slides that you can directly visually visualize people's opinions from that. Like we are discussing on an issue that whether the anti-fraud policy or anti-fraud effort should be done by the government or should be done by the private sectors, so that people have different views on that. Some people are strongly disagree with that, some people are disagree, some people are neutral, some people are agree, and some people are strongly agree. So that we will let everybody express their opinions by submitting their opinions onto the Mentimeter. Mentimeter allows us to collect people's opinions through submitting the opinion directly onto the slides, and it will show on the slides directly. And then we can collect these opinions together. So we can collect why people supporting these sentences and why people disagree with the sentences. And by collecting these sentences and how people making discussions, we can finally, originally the sentence is like this. So whether the anti-fraud effort should be done by the corporations, by the private company, but however, after we collecting everybody's sentences, we can use the AI to generate the new consensus out of that. So we can actually say, you can find that the AI generated consensus actually become more neutral, and actually people are having some overlap part, like people thinking that, okay, we need to dealing with the different situations through different policy and different strategy, and also the government should cooperate with the private sectors and the companies. So it is not like a black or white issue, but more like we need to have more collaborations between that. And also, these AI and AI mediation in the deliberative democracy is also a hot topic recently. This is the latest topic that published recently. It was published by the Ninth First Amendment Institute at Columbia University. And it actually talks about, can AI mediations improve democratic deliberation? It actually talks about this, three different things. The first thing is how deliberative democracy is challenged. So in deliberative democracy, the challenge is, first of all, we need to strike a balance between the board participation, political equality, and the meaningful discussion. But however, AI maybe can solve this problem by using the AI technology. You can allow more people to participate in it, and also we can use the formula and also the algorithms to arrange these opinions to achieve the equality. And finally, we can use the AI to generate the results by achieving the meaningful discussions. But however, AI also have its own limitations, so attention must be paid to the risk, and then we need to dealing with the bias potential things coming out from the AI, so that with the good governance and the good control, we can also use the AI in a better place. So finally, I want to report to you about the next development. So there are 3 different teams around the world that are working on that. The Jigsaw is one part team of Google. They are focusing on the digital tools development. And the Democracy Nest is an NGO in the United States. They are focusing on the methodology of deliberative democracy with AI. And finally, the People Power is another NGO around the world. They are working on comparison and research of different AI tools used in deliberative democracy. And finally, in Taiwan, our next step is that we want to use the AI inputted data to generate a stance. They can delegate people into the participation. So welcome everybody. If you want to participate, you can use the QR code here. Thanks.
Hola. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Last